to come and work in this old people rehabilitation school.
Okay.
They will work there, they will give their life a new look. And that is the reason why we are starting off from Nigeria.
Well, talk to us about the funding. Obviously, you must have international aid.
Yeah.
Back here in Nigeria, are your people giving you help? Is there anything coming from the government?
I must be frank to you, most of our sponsors are from European Union, United Nations Development Project, and few companies here in Nigeria, few organizations, and also some philanthropists. They are supporting the
within the country, right?
Within the country.
Well, now that you just mentioned something about an organ of your foundation, talk to us about some more. Are there more organs to this particular foundation apart from the disabled and old people thing?
Yeah. I mentioned earlier on, I said African Literacy and Educational Assistance Fund. This is an organ that cares for those who have no access to education. Remember there's an EFA program which says education for all before 2015. This EFA program is a program that is projected by the United Nations. And one of the reasons why they projected this program is purely for African countries and Asian countries where you have so many people that have no access to education. So because of that, we said, okay, let us have this particular organ to bring up people who have no access to education. When I mean access, number one, I'm talking about finance, those whom their parents cannot be able to fund their education. Two, I'm talking about those whom their parents cannot be able also to buy some books or some, for example, somebody who is doing medicine, somebody who is doing laboratory science. Some of these equipments cost thousands of naira. And the person may be intelligent to continue his education, but he cannot afford to buy some of this equipment. Even if he finishes, to come out and establish a laboratory here in this country, he cannot be able to do it. In such situation, this African Literacy Educational Fund will finance the laboratory project, will finance the person's education, and establish this person to be useful to the society. So it is purely an organ that is set up to assist in African education.
Other organs?
We have the Mass Literacy Support Fund for Less Privileged. Mass Literacy is a worldwide program, it's a worldwide project, and it's also there to meet the need of anyone who falls within the category of less privileged. Anyone who falls. When I say less privileged, people don't seem to understand it when we say less privileged, because it's a bogus statement. It's a very big statement. Somebody who is, let me use an able-bodied human being as an example. People will say this man looks healthy, looks sound, but when it comes to education, he is not able to meet up, to leave one class to another class. He is able, he is sound, health-wise, he's okay, but to pass just a little exam is difficult for him. Such person is a less privileged. He has no disability, but his physical disability is not there. Yeah, but he is having internal disability. And such internal disability, we do our best to take care of it. First of all, treat that person, give him the special treatment that is needed to bring him up to be able to be useful to the society. That's why we have the mass literacy. And another area the mass literacy can be useful to everyone is in the area of getting to teach, creating awareness to the people, not to look down on anybody. Some people are being looked down upon, not because they cannot be able to do anything. They are well able to do something, but they are suppressed and they are pressed down. And because of this suppression, their life will not have a meaning anymore. They will just give up on their own. In such situation, we have psychologists which we pay, which we employ and pay, and we bring these people in, give them psychological treatment, and then support them so as to know the area they can function properly, be it in professional area or vocational training area. We make sure that they have something they specialize so that they can be also useful to our society.
Thank you very much, Doc. You really have your hands full. We know some concerned people out there watching us now will be wondering when these projects will be realized. Do we give you 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, or even shorter?
We have a rolling plan we are working with right now. We projected $2 billion to spend $2 billion on this project.
$2 billion in dollars or in naira?
$2 billion. Rolling plan for 5 years.
Because it's been sunk.
If you look at our introductory